Warning. The show you're about to see contains material unsuitable for children and questionable among most adults. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is Akiva Smirnoff. I am here with Earle Haley, one of the stars of the Amazon show The Tick. I apologize. I had a crazy night last night.
I understand.
You know, you partied, right? No. You know, I just want to say I'm a big fan of Byron Allen, so it's very exciting for me to be here at a press junket like this. I'm here with the Wits. The Wits. Griff, Val, is it cool if I call you that?
You already did, so
Yeah,
let's just go.
Set the
move
precedent, so
forward.
let's stick with that, I think.
Okay, you could call me Big Keeve or like Stro, just like short for Maestro.
Is there any relation?
I'm sorry?
Akiva Smirnoff? I mean, just, there's obviously the other big Smirnoff in entertainment.
Yeah.
So you, oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So, The Tick.
So.
I got a chance to check out the episodes. It's real great. I kind of had a
Thank
crazy
you.
night last night, so, you know, coming down from some strong stuff, it was nice to just sit back and relax and laugh.
Great.
I don't know if you've ever been to Burbank, party with Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Son of the Mask.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Jamie Kennedy's. Yeah.
He'll get you X.
You'll get you X'd.
in
Yeah.
more ways than one.
Yeah. Did you record it?
Did I record it?
Yeah, I'd just be interested in listening
JK
to it.
has a strict no cell phone policy,
Okay.
so
You just used 35 mil.
I've probably lost 35 mil with that guy. So I got white book. Okay.
My character Dot has very much been reinvented, and even though she appeared in previous versions, it's a really new, very fleshed out, multi-dimensional character now. So I got to approach her with a clean slate. Griffin, on the other hand.
I'm a big fan of the Tick and the whole
I
history.
really would love to hear more about Dot.
Wow. All right. What would you like? Stop it. Okay. What would you like to know?
I had a question about Arthur.
Oh, great, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the original versions, the character didn't have a child's body. What made them change with this iteration?
Well, I mean, these are just sort of the genes I have. It wasn't like they designed me, you know, to look like. Are you doing okay?
Yeah. Just like I said, crazy night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you do?
Just, you know, went skiing.
A nighttime ski? I feel
Who
like
would
that's
win in a fight? Captain America or Griffin Newman?
Griffin Newman.
Captain America.
Incorrect.
Griffin Newman.
Right, yeah.
Incorrect.
No, Griffin Newman.
Child's body. Big fan of Look Around You.
Are you really?
Absolutely.
Wow, cool.
I'm a big fan of the Peter Serafinowicz show.
Wow, and you pronounced my name correctly. That's amazing.
Yeah. Is there any chance that you and Robert are gonna do anything with Look Around You or in that universe?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. We want to do, we've always wanted to do Look Around You, the motion picture. People don't say that anymore, but the motion picture, you know?
I think it's implied.
That was yeah, it is implied, yeah. It's,
I want to ask, this is being put out by Amazon Studios. Is there any chance of a crossover with Mozart in the Jungle?
There's always a chance of that.
Okay.
Because the Tick universe could maybe just grow, and then maybe we integrate, you know, characters from the, you know, Bosch and the Patriot. I think
I
it would be
would
really
love-
just a whole mashup.
I would
you
love
know?
to see the
Wouldn't
Terror.
you love to see the Tick just kind of walk into the middle of an episode of Bosch?
Yeah, just knock Bosch right out.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Where did you go skiing at night?
I think it might be a metaphor.
I don't think so. It seems
Or
fairly
something else.
literal to me. This was a nighttime slope?
You could call it that. I know you do great impressions. Can you
Thanks.
do an impression of Darth Vader being startled by something?
all right, yes. It's actually quite nice, giving me a kind of,
You huff?
What? It's not kind of, I need a bigger aperture, but look, that's the best we're going to be able to do with these circumstances. I tried.
Hey, nobody beats the Wits. The Serafin.
Nanny. Musical guest, Beechwood. And your host, Akiva Smirnoff.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Akiva Smirnoff, LA's top comedian. Thank you so much for joining us here on The Special Without Brett Davis. If you're tuning in to see Brett Davis, he's a New York comedian that I believe passed away. So best love for him. And then also, I should just get this off my chest real fast. I am the son of Yakov Smirnoff. Thank you. And if you're unfamiliar with my comedy, I'm a little different. I'm a millennial. I love just to kind of point out the regularities of modern life, like online dating and stuff like that. And also now I'm here hosting a late night show, which is my dream come true. So thank you for being here tonight. All right. Now, a lot of the late night hosts brought up the incidents of this past weekend. They use somber tones, and they really sent a message to anybody that embraces the hate that caused what happened and the president's comments after. And I think it was very important for them to do that. However, I'm about fun. I'm like a cool guy. I see that there's problems, but I wish we could just get over it and laugh. You know what? I want laughter on all sides. And I think that will actually be the thing to heal America, that being my comedy. So without further ado, did you hear about this today? Fox News reported that model Ellie Johnson says she was banned from Instagram for racy posts and is now campaigning to free the cleavage. You hear about this? Hear about this? Yeah. Good luck, Ellie. I've been campaigning for that for years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And speaking of breasts, according to porn sites, millennials are less interested in big breasts than previous generations. Yeah, maybe they should rename it avocado toast. We're having fun. And I hate to talk about this because of who my father is. But Russia has been in the news a lot these days. And a funny thing about Russia is, in Russia, the president actually fixes the election for the Russians. But in America, the Russians fix the election for the president. All right, we've got a great show tonight. We've got a lot of great guests. We've got comedian Emmy Blotnick is here. We've got comedian Naney is here. We've got music from Beechwood. And also, I'm a fill-in host tonight. There's a different host for the show every week. I could use a new TV show. So what we're asking you to do is call in. Our number is 212-757-1393, and you could help me come up with a new vehicle for my great comedy. You could also interact with us using hashtag #thespecialwithout. I got a computer set up. I'll be on Twitter shooting out tweets as I host the show because I'm that funny. I got jokes on jokes on jokes. So pitch us a joke, or pitch us a TV idea. But speaking of jokes, here is the one and only Mr. Jones with his joke of the week.
Thank you. Special without Brett Davis. How you folks doing tonight? Everybody ready for the joke of the week this week? Huh? Who's ready? Guys, give it up for yourselves, huh? Okay. Oh my goodness, we talked about calling in and things like that. Let me tell you something, folks. I have trouble, communicating over the phone. Last night I texted a woman, "You up?" She texted back, "No, I am not up." Am I right? You guys know what I'm talking about? You talk about millennials being, they're not into boobs anymore. Talk about boob man, ass man. As for me, I must be an ass man. Yeah, people tell me you're an ass. What was it? Take a selfie. No, that's fine. I'm not one of those Instagram comedians. I have no filter. Chucky, jeez. All right, not safe. I love this crowd.
Is he done? Okay, sorry, I was just shooting off a tweet. It's real great to be here. We've got a lot of fun planned for you. Give it up one more time for Mr. Jokes. First I love him. So today we're actually going to talk about these new TV shows. And believe it or not, I actually have some TV show ideas that I'd like to pitch to you before you start interacting. Once again, call 212-757-1393 if you want to be a part of this. One idea I had, I'm a big fan of the work of Byron Allen. He is probably my favorite comedian. He's also one of the highest paid comedians of all time. And that's true. You could look it up. And money equals success. He does a show, or executive produces a show called...
Yes, who?
Putin? I don't know.
No!
Ladies and gentlemen, Yakov Smirnoff. It's me!
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yakov! Hey, all right, Yakov. You have the joke where you say it's the opposite of my country. So I did one where it was like Russian, like I'm Russian to see. Oh my God, I'm Russian. All right, there we go.
Cool shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, Yakov Smirnoff. This man, you are my family, and you are perhaps one of the funniest comedians of all time. I think if you wrote out a list, you'd probably be in the top 20. It's an honor. Usually, you don't really have much to do with my comedy, and I do always give a lot of people.
Well, as my brother Mishka's stepson, I always thought I was a bit of inspiration to my nephew here.
Son, like the red. You're the red son.
No, I don't have any I don't have any children. My wife doesn't. My wife never wanted. You know my wife. She's always at Bed Bath Beyond. I don't get. I get the bed, the bath, but the beyond is beyond me. Understand? But before we continue, I just want to say thanks. I just wanted to surprise you. I heard you were in New York, and usually I'm in Branson, Missouri, but tonight I thought I'd fly in, surprise you, and
yeah, you're almost always in Branson. You do the same show every day. Same show every day.
Yes, and everybody there laughs their yak off. Yes.
But me, I'm all over LA. I'm going to the Strip. I'm going to just the Improv, all these different places.
Yes.
Doing new sets, new material, updated daily. I mean, I just have a whole thing about Millennial Pink I'm doing for the next week.
Millennials.
Yeah.
Where in communist Russia, we have no millennials. It's just everybody same.
Yeah.
Everybody's same. And,
yeah.
And I was thinking, I'm sure you've already addressed this at top of show, but I wanted to say something about what happened.
Oh yeah,
this weekend.
We didn't want to talk about that because it's just too dreary.
I'm from Soviet Russia, and when I come to America, I'm so shocked. I say every night there's a party. In Soviet Union, there's only one party. That's it. In Soviet Russia, everything was the same. But in America, everything is different. It's a big colorful collage of different opinions and religions and orientations and nationalities. It's like a big American quilt, but some in this country want to change that big, beautiful quilt into a boring, white hospital blanket. And you know, our country, United States and Soviet Russia, we have one thing in common: we both fight Nazis. And now, it's much different. You know, in Russia, Russians fix elections to elect Russians. In United States, Russians fix elections to elect president.
So true.
You loved that joke when I emailed it to you earlier this week. You loved that, didn't you?
Well, Dad, I wanted to just ask you, you know, you are a comedy hero.
Dad,
So
Uncle Yakov. Uncle Yakov. You can just call me Yak.
Sure. Pops is always so great.
Pops?
So before you leave, I just wanted to know if you have any advice for me. I mean, you've been on many talk shows out there. You're on Johnny Carson.
Well, I was on Carson. I was on Night Court. I had my own show on WPIX, What a Country, huh? Everybody remember, huh? Yeah, they do.
I don't know.
I can't believe it. They're so young, but they remember It was a very funny show. But the
I grew up in LA, sir.
You did not grow up in LA.
Yes, I did.
You grew up in Missouri.
I didn't. I didn't.
And my brother Mishka lived down the road.
Well, I've got this whole thing about how I kind of growing up is kind of like the Lords of Dogtown. Me and my skate buddies.
Lords of Dogtown? What is this?
Don't worry about it.
Lords of Dogtown, yikes.
Wow.
I tell you though, this crowd, I love this crowd, huh? Love them.
So I guess you got to head back to Branson and do some
No,
more.
I'm here for the week. Yes, I missed Fleet Week, but now I'm here for what's going on this week in New York, huh? Maybe I'll take in Tonight Show. Maybe Fallon have spot for comedy legend, huh?
Good luck with their booker.
Who is the booker? It's not LaSalle anymore.
No, it's not LaSalle
Oh
anymore.
boy, well. What's wrong? Why are you so sad?
Well, I just I didn't expect to see you. I had this whole bit
I
worked out.
surprised you, huh?
You did surprise me. Once again, if you have any ideas for TV shows, I guess I had to skip my ideas for them. But we will be right back. We've got guest Emmy Blotnick. She'll be on, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. What were you doing here? You weren't supposed to come here.
But you told me you'd be in New York, and
Well, this is the first.
me and Ellen were visiting, so
It's the first interest you've ever had in my comedy career, and it just happens
Well,
to be
I've
when
always thought your comedy career was cute, but you know, and comedy, it was good. Comedy was fun, but now I do the happily ever laughter, trying to get divorced couples to fall in love all over again. It's not like I've also been working on something to try to bring these two competing factions, United States, kind of have laughter on all sides.
I just said that, and everybody got mad at me.
No, but yeah, but not all. There's certain sides we can't laugh with. Nazi's not funny. Nazi, unless it's not funny. It's horrible.
Well, that's why I didn't make any comments about it. I just talked about big breasts. Oh. Okay, we're back in a few seconds.
I'm back. Where?
And we're back! Welcome back to The Special. I am Akiva Smirnoff, and I want to introduce my first real guest of the evening. She's a comedian. She writes for The President's Show. And on Tuesday the 22nd, you can see her at Friends and Lovers with Charles Gould, who he just got Kimmel. So please give it up for Emmy Blotnick!
Mwah, mwah.
Hey.
Hi, Emmy. Welcome.
Thank you.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm just gonna shoot off a tweet real quick.
I'm gonna steal some of this pillow, Yakov.
No problem.
Hey,
All right.
good.
So Emmy, thanks so much for joining us here on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So, let's get into the nitty gritty. I heard that recently you had some sort of story about going to Whole Foods, to maybe the seafood department, and you said it looked like a Cat's version of MTV Cribs with all the fish lined out.
Yeah, that's the story. Thanks. You told the story, so.
Well, elaborate on that.
There really isn't much more to say. The summary was so complete. See, you sort of teed it up and then also hit it out of the park.
Sorry, can't help myself.
I
You saw the
mean,
monologue,
this guy,
right?
just a slugger,
Yeah.
who ruins his guests' jokes.
When he was a boy, he played the Little League. Cried. There was a thunderstorm and the lightning came down. He cried and cried. Oh, I had it in one of my stand-up shows on Broadway. Did you know I was on Broadway?
Wow, yeah, I see where you get it from.
Yeah.
Is it true you cried?
No. And
Yes, he
I actually
cried.
didn't play
I
Little
saw
League.
that- I saw that he
had
played.
a group of skateboarders. We would kind of cause chaos all around, Orange County. It's pretty crazy.
Did he skateboard or was
He's
it
from
Little
Branson.
League?
Is Little League in Branson, Missouri.
Okay. It's a real he said here.
Well, he's a crazy old coot. So you're doing the show with Charles Gould. I'm guessing
Yeah.
he's one of your running buddies.
Yeah, we run together.
Well, I mean, my running buddies are like Andy Milonakis, Simon Rex, Jamie Kennedy.
Wow, it's a lot of heavy hitters.
Thank
big
you.
names.
Yeah, they're. I kind of roll with a big crowd. Who are the people that you came up with, and who maybe inspired you?
Oh, well, one of your other guests tonight, Nick Naney, is a colleague of mine. And yeah, I'd say Nick is pretty much my only inspiration.
But what about Paula Poundstone?
She's great.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Sometimes she's had a few moments where she hasn't been great. But she's usually great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, me neither.
All right.
Really teeing it up.
So, well, I mean, I had some of your other. I was going to tee you up with some other stuff, but now I've got to think on the fly. So you write for this President show.
Yeah.
Hosted by Anthony Atamanuik. It's on Comedy Central every Thursday.
That's right.
So what made you want to get into political comedy? It's so icky.
I mean, I don't know if any of us were like, we want to do political comedy. I think we just have a bad president who should be humiliated as
We
often
don't need
as
to
possible.
get political. We don't need to get political here now.
Right.
In Russia, you write one joke about Putin, and that's it.
Cool.
You get one.
Russia sounds like a lot of fun.
No, I left it.
Yeah, that's.
For United States, where everybody is free and equal, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Thanks for stealing my thunder, Pops.
Uncle Yakov. You can call me Uncle Yak.
I don't know why I'd call you that.
You're my brother Mishka's
Okay.
son. Have you been telling people I'm your father?
What's it like when you work on this President show? I feel like there are new things that present themselves every day, especially when you've got this weekly show. What you start writing an episode about on one day is probably something completely different by Thursday. How do you deal with that?
You just replace things as you need to, and you try to stay on top of what's happening.
But how do you write new jokes?
Oh, I see. You haven't written jokes.
I write new jokes every day.
Of course.
More like riffing about topics of the day.
Well, I mean, I should be asking you for advice about riffing.
Oh, sure. What do you want to know?
How do you do it, man?
Well, you just wake up, you get a newspaper, and you just kind of sit in a cafe and just kind of get those ideas, or just kind of write topics down, and then when you go out there, you don't really need jokes. If you're saying something that people are familiar with, they'll kind of be on your side.
That's true. And then I guess this always helps.
Yes.
When you do it. What are good ones? Do you ever do like a slam dunk?
It's mostly the bat.
Like a wave?
It's
The wave?
bat, and then I do like the little the stance.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I've always been partial to the Johnny Carson golf swing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yes?
good.
Yes, you like?
Yes.
It's me!
For a second, I couldn't tell if you were Johnny Carson or the president. Am I right? Oh, that golf? I shouldn't do that.
Well,
Why?
you said it, not me.
Why?
What? Oh,
Why?
Because I feel like that's really more a Smirnoff family gesture.
No, what's the golf thing? The president.
The president golfs a lot. He takes a lot of golf trips instead of doing his
Again,
job.
I don't really follow that stuff.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah.
Golf's a boring sport.
Well, more the president stuff. I actually do follow golf.
Oh, okay.
Me and Andy and Jamie and Simon, we kind of hit the greens every Sunday.
Wow. Hit the greens.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
We get out. We all four of us hop into one golf cart and we just kind of speed down. When people see us shooting down, everybody's like, "Oh, here comes trouble," you know?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Must look like a episode of the Jamie Kennedy Experiment.
That's exactly what I was going to say before you cut me off.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now you know
It
how
looks
it
like
feels.
an episode. Well, I'm sorry. It seems like you're getting so along with Uncle Yakov, if that's what my dad wants me to call him.
I do feel like I've sort of come between some unresolved family drama here.
Not so sure. It's just my nephew, and he's trying to be a comic, and I love my family. I love him. I love my he's my favorite nephew. Yeah.
Sorry, what? I was tweeting.
Really?
So when you're this stand-up comedian, if you were to be given a show, well, what do you think that would take? How would that come out? Would it be a studio, like multicam thing? Would it be like single cam following you through your life?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean,
What would be Emmy?
Wow, I've never been asked this question before. I think it'd probably be mostly like cameras following me getting calf implants so I can look cool at the gym in Miami, and just try to fit in with the Muscle Beach Boys.
Yeah, I know some of those guys.
That's cool.
I could actually introduce you. I hang out in Malibu a lot.
Wow. Oh yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, just send me your deets and then I'll hook you up with Phil.
Details, right? I thought it was a calf thing.
Oh no. So it's single cam, like.
Yeah, I think it'd be sort of documentary style, like MTV True Life, but like.
You know, you actually had that joke about the cribs.
The one you told.
No, if you wanted to go back to that.
The joke you told. That was my joke that you told.
Hey, we got Andrew from Bayside. You're on The Special. It's Akiva Smirnoff, Hollywood comedian. How you doing, Andrew?
Yo, Akiva.
Hey, how's it going?
Hickory dickory dock, how are you? Yakov, let me say, I'm a big fan.
Is this...
Can we...
Do I know this, Andrew?
Oh, I think so. You know who I am.
Oh, okay. So Andrew, we're kind of crowdsourcing ideas for TV shows. I was wondering if you had any suggestions.
Yeah, I actually do. My son Dimitri, he's in a rock band, like 1978 meets Ozfest. And I'm thinking him and his friend, you follow them around with a couple cameras and watch the hijinks they're getting into here over in Bayside. I'm saying these kids are rocking.
Well, okay, cool. But I'm looking more for a vehicle for Akiva. So maybe I could join the rock band and then we could kind of tour around. Because I've been known to, I'm a big karaoke head.
Oh, well, I could see that, because, you got the L.A. style. And like I said, my boys are like 1978 rock and roll meets Ozfest. in the LA style with Akiva. But what about Yakov? What are you doing?
Well, you don't need to talk about Yakov.
Yakov? Well, I have a theater in Branson, Missouri. I have a show every night, usually talking about the family and the divorce and bringing people together. We had recently had a couple who was celebrating their 80th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah, yep, they're dead now, but it's sad, yeah. But they died, they didn't die on the same day or anything cute like that. But that's what I'm doing, so I just, in Branson.
You know, I named my wife's first son after a Russian. His name's Dmitri.
Cool, man. If you want to actually send me the info for your son's band, I think I've got that sort of rock and roll swagger, even though I do comedy. I always thought that me and Simon and Andy and Jamie were kind of like the new Rat Pack, like a new Rat Pack. So I think I'd fit in with those rapscallions.
Yeah, you're like kind of like a Thunder Down Under, but like for little like weak boys. But not, don't get offended by that.
No, I'm not offended. Next, we got Kitty from New Jersey. You're on the special with Emmy Blotnick and Yakov Smirnoff.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
I saw the pretty people on TV. I want to be pretty.
Cool. Kitty, do you have any suggestions maybe for a vehicle, a starring vehicle for me, maybe a supporting role for Emmy Blotnick?
Oh, that'd be lovely, yeah.
Like my nerdy weird friend or something,
Thank
right?
you, yeah, that'd be great.
I want to do a show where we're angels and we live in the cake and we're so pretty.
All right, fine, thanks. Next, we got Bobby from Bel Air. Hey, Bobby, you're on the show with Akiva, Emmy, and Yakov. Let's talk biz. Let's talk showbiz.
Akiva, it's Bobby, baby, from Bel Air.
Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
You'll remember me?
I don't remember you.
We met each other before the Dangerfield gig.
Before the Dangerfield game. Was that the last time? Yeah. How's it going, Bobby? What are you up to now?
I'm doing well. I'm working deals out here in California, and I got something for you.
Okay.
All right. I got this new deal for you called Red and Yellow.
All right. Good start.
I got Wiz Khalifa to turn. He's going to help you become Wiz Akiva.
All right. I like that. Now, is Wiz Khalifa like a wizard or something? Like a magician?
Who are you? You don't know who Wiz Khalifa is?
No, I mean, I haven't been to the Magic Castle in a few weeks.
I mean, you've changed. You go to New York, you don't know anybody that we used to know?
You know what? I'm not enough of your guff, Bobby. Okay. Next, we got Stefan in Staten Island. You're on this. You're on the special. If you got an accent, let's hear it.
Yeah, it's I came up with the perfect vehicle for you.
Thank you. Yes, finally. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, valet parking.
All right.
Well, that should be nice to Yakov. He's a living legend.
No, he's not.
Thank you, Stefan, from
I'll see you at the
Staten
bar.
Island.
Great. We got Peach from Lower East Side. You got anything to pitch?
Hello, this is Peach from the Lower East Side. I have an idea for something I don't see on TV too much anymore.
All right, great.
I don't see too much of real people in cartoon worlds too often anymore. And I think that might be something intriguing and maybe something that we could explore again.
You know, Peach, I really like that idea.
I
It's
like
a
that idea,
cartoon,
too.
like a Roger Rabbit thing.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
like Paula Abdul in MC Scat Cat's world.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's opposites attract. That's a great music video.
It is. Good call, Peach.
And you know, one thing I really like about illustrations of women is that they could be whatever I want them to be.
I was thinking for this cartoon that it could be just all men, and you could play a really insane insecure man because every man in this world has just gigantic breasts, and you're ashamed because you don't have no breasts.
I mean, I don't actually want breasts. I think this should be kind of true to who I am, sort of show off my sort of whimsical take on the world.
I missed what you said. I am so sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I don't want to have breasts. It's weird.
Oh, but in this world, I think because everybody has breasts, you feel ashamed because you don't measure up to the breasts of your fellow man, your fellow cartoon man, even though you're real. You're trying to fit in.
Are you saying I have a concave chest? Because that is a medical condition that I'm actually a little bit shy about.
I think you just look like a regular dude.
Well, a little more handsome than a regular dude, right?
Maybe.
Do you have any questions for our guest, Emmy Blotnick, who writes on The President Show?
Oh, hi, Emmy. I'm a big fan of The President Show, and Anthony and everybody on there.
Oh.
Do you have any jokes you could give away?
You know what? She doesn't. I tried, and she doesn't. She's very, very coy about giving away jokes.
No, we'll do a free joke giveaway night, another night.
Oh, fantastic! I will make sure to call back in for that.
Okay.
Right. So Peach, just to have it, your idea is me in a cartoon world, and everybody is jealous of me. Thank you. And one last call. We got Robbie from Bel Air.
Yakov, is Yakov there?
Yes, hello. Yakov here.
It's Robbie, baby.
Robbie?
There.
Who?
I want to call you and tell you that your nephew, he's lost his way. He goes to New York, he forgets everybody.
That's true. He forgot his uncle. He forgot his uncle Yakov was his uncle. Thought he was his father. Huh? What's wrong with? What's wrong with this guy?
I got a good idea for him. Let's get him a show. Let's put him in a house like Big Brother. Tell him he's going to be on reality TV, but he's the only person in the house, and no one else comes in, and we lock the door.
It's hard to hear. There's a bit of an echo. It's hard to hear.
It's almost as if someone in this room is calling from behind a door.
Is that what's happening? I thought this was a real TV show. Huh?
You'd be surprised.
It is a real TV show. I'm a real living, breathing person here.
Hang up on him. Well, if this isn't a real TV show, so be it. We'll fix that in the second part of the show. However, we do have a real good band. They'll be performing this Friday, August 18th at Otto's. Please give it up for Beechwood. up for Beechwood. You can check out their latest release, Songs from the Land of Nod. It's out now on Burger Records. Earlier today, we asked you on Twitter, we want to know if you have celebrity phone numbers. And I collected a few celebrity phone numbers. Once again, if you do, feel free to call in and provide one for us. And now that I've got a sellable TV idea, I think I'm going to pitch it to some celebrities. So maybe they could be an EP or kind of just be a guest on the show.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that big talent attached.
Yeah, so I think we're going to start. We've got Jenna Malone.
Woo!
So we're going to give Jenna a call. She should know me. We're both kind of like around in LA, you know.
Sure.
Notable people. Let me know if the audio is okay on this. Because these are actually people's phone numbers that we are bothering. I might get a voicemail, but that's okay. I've got a pretty good...
Hi, you've reached Jenna's message machine. Please leave your message after the beep. Thanks. Bye. The mailbox is full and cannot.
Okay, we're calling Billy Corgan.
Wow, all right.
Billy Corgan's pretty cool.
Please check the number and dial.
Okay, all right, we're calling the lead singer of we're calling Blake Schwarzenbach of Jawbreaker.
These are celebrities?
Yeah, all the biggest names here. It's pretty wild.
I used to have Letterman's home number, but he moved.
Right, yeah, people move.
Feel free to just make conversation.
What do you think Billy Corgan's up to right now? It's been a little while.
I don't know.
You know, I
who
always
that
wondered
is.
why there wasn't a TV show.
You have called is unavailable.
I always wondered why
Wow.
there wasn't a TV show about making prank calls. But we're learning on the fly. All right. Now we're getting into the weird territory. Calling.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Michael Alec changed his number. Emmy, do you have any celebrity phone numbers in your phone?
You know what? Let me look. I don't know off the top of my head if I do, but maybe I got somebody.
This is a comedy buddy. Hopefully it goes through.
That'd be good.
This is Nick Kroll.
Oh.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 9-1.
You know,
I've got former landlord. I got
is he in the biz?
maybe biz adjacent at best.
Everybody changes their phone numbers when they're famous.
That's exactly what happens.
Does anybody in the studio have a celebrity phone number? You know, we'll just abandon bit.
I've got a who?
No, that's not a celebrity, Mr. Jokes.
I've got a weed dealer named Elvis.
Martin Shkreli. Martin Shkreli?
You
What's
got
his
Martin
number?
Shkreli's number? Let's call that guy.
We'll just give that out.
Yeah.
Well, we're about
I've got
to.
a guy named Clark Denark, who I don't remember meeting. Should we call Clark Denark?
Sure. Bit's going nowhere. Might as well go to this direction.
Should I do? Let's get this. Oh, thank you. Speaker's important.
Just hold it up a little higher.
Okay.
There you
Not
go.
sure what he's up to.
Prank. Well, if you're just joining us.
Do you want
Hey, is this Clark Denark?
Yeah. It's
it's Matt the Rat.
What? Where's Clark?
What?
Where's Clark?
No, this is Matt the Rat.
Whatever. Well, I've got a business opportunity I want to pitch to you. I'm Akiva Smirnoff, Hollywood comedian, and I'm working on a new TV show in which I kind of take my acerbic persona and comedic voice, and I enter a cartoon world where everybody's jealous of my body.
That's not his idea.
So I would love to have you involved as maybe an investor or an executive producer or something.
Wait, do you think I have money?
I would hope so.
I don't have that much money.
Well, how much money do you have?
I mean, like, not much.
Well, what do you do?
I'm a server.
A server? For whom?
Wait, this is Emmy?
This is Akiva.
Who's Akiva?
Akiva Smirnoff, Hollywood comedian.
Oh, cool. But, wait, why are you calling me from Emmy's number?
I stole her phone. All right, our next guest is a character in the comedy scene. He is known for his big performances. Please give it up for Naney.
Who's ready to come, baby? Yeah! Matt the Rat sounds like a Jew bitch to me, right? Oh! Hey, what's up?
A Jew bitch?
Yeah,
What was that?
sounds like a Jew.
harsh
It sounds like a
words.
Jew, right?
Well, you know, Nick Naney is known for his crazy takes. Certainly a crazy take.
How are you? Nice to meet you, son.
So, Nick, you've got this show tomorrow at Littlefield.
Yes,
It is
yes,
called
yes.
Nick Naney Quits Comedy. So, why on earth would you be quitting comedy? I mean,
Well, thank you, Brett. Thank you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Thank you, Akiva. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, the persona that I've been doing for years, Calm Man, as I call him, quite a crude type of performer. It's actually a character I've been working on because what people don't know is, as you can tell from my accent, I'm actually from England, and I'm a method actor.
so you're telling me that the guy that just came out in pantomimed masturbation and said "Jew bitch"?
Right,
That's
yes.
not really you.
No, not. No,
thank
no,
God.
No. Although you know, a performer does sort of take on a role and becomes something that they're not.
So you're not a comedian.
No, I am a performer. I am a cousin of the comedian. You know, I'm an actor of the stage and screen. And a few years ago, I was cast to be in a Scorsese film, Casino 2. Thank you. Yes, I was cast to be in the background of one scene that took place in a comedy club where De Niro and Pesci were meeting. They needed an actor to play a comedian on a stage, and they said, "Is this a role that you think you can do?" And I said, "Well, no, because I've never done comedy." So then I moved to New York, and I just took on this persona that has been doing open mics for 7 years now.
So you're kind of like Daniel Day-Lewis then. You.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but you know, I guess I'm Daniel Day Jr. That maybe. Yes, some of that humor has brushed off on me. Yes. So, yeah.
When can people expect to see you in this comedy role?
Well, unfortunately, that scene was cut from the movie. So, unfortunately, and also it seems that Casino 2 itself, they're not going to go through with the movie. It's what it's called a bad idea. So they're not going to. So unfortunately, I was never able to do my scene, my famous scene. You know, unfortunately.
Well, what was the scene?
Well, it was De Niro and Pesci were in the foreground, and they're meeting. De Niro, you know, come meet me at the Chuckle Hut, and Pesci comes to meet him. He says, "What are we doing here?" And I'm in the background, and I'm just sort of doing some stand-up. But
Well, we could do that scene right now.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh my, yes. Okay, fantastic. All right. Okay.
Mr. Jokes.
No.
Okay, so
how about Mr. Jokes will be Joe Pesci?
All right, yes,
and
fantastic.
Emmy will be Robert De Niro.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, yes.
Uncle Yakov, huh?
Yeah,
Right, yes.
Not always about you, dude.
Do we need to be standing for this, or?
Oh, no, yes, or yes. Why don't you stand across from each other? Yes.
All right.
And I'll be here. The
Rickles.
stage
Great.
will be here, and
Almost fell down.
so yes, yes. So do the scene. Basically, Stephen, was it? Yes. De Niro has called you into the comedy club, and you're saying, "What are we doing here? Let's go to the spaghetti house," and I'll be in the back doing my stand-up.
Get in here. You got to get into the comedy club.
What am I doing here? I gotta ask you, what am I doing here?
I made
The
you
fuck
come
am I
in
doing
here.
here?
Because.
What the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, that's right. What are you doing here?
So when does the comedian talk?
Well, no, I don't have any lines.
No.
What
I'm
was the
just-
spaghetti thing you said?
Oh,
No,
go back
you
to
have
the
to.
spaghetti
You
house.
must get to the spaghetti.
We must
Is
get.
that my line?
We gotta
Yes.
get to.
Okay.
important, yes.
Oh, we've got to get to the spaghetti house.
We gotta get to the spaghetti house.
I thought I was supposed to say that.
Oh,
Okay.
pretty funny fella, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
How's he funny?
All right, and
How's he funny?
scene. Fantastic.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Well,
Thank you.
it was not for loss. If you want to see,
Actually, yes. I think.
Bye, Mr. Jones.
if you want to see everything that Nick Naney has learned, you could catch him tomorrow night at Littlefield, 8 p.m., where you'll be performing, I guess, all the comedy that you've created in this time researching the role.
Right, yes. It's a show called Nick Naney Quits Comedy. It's where I will take off my shell as performer. And you know, it's interesting because comedy here in the States is very different than in England. In England, because you guys don't have a constable who judges what you guys do.
No, we don't.
Yes, see, in England, all comedy is judged by a constable or a judge who gives different roles to the performers, and it's almost like a game over there.
Well, if it's a game, then we should play it.
Well, absolutely, we should.
So we'll be right back. Mr. Jokes is going to tell you what we have coming up on the show. Stay tuned.
Coming up next week on The Special Without Brett Davis. Special guest, Claywoman. Andrew Tisher. Musical guest, Weeping Icon. And now, back to Akiva and Nick.
All right, so Nick Naney is getting, I guess, his constable attire on.
Yes.
So what is this game called?
So it's called Get Your Bits in Order.
Okay. You know, that sounds familiar.
It sure does, doesn't it?
Yeah. You'd think that maybe it was such a great episode of the show that we thought, got to do it again. Quick comedy.
It does sound like something that's well written.
All right, so what we have is these buckets here. Do you want to explain what these are?
Right then. So over here we have 5 buckets, and that one is 2017. It's really, really relevant. Right, and then the one next to it, hold it up then.
No.
No? All right.
The stagehands are telling me to explicitly to not hold it up.
Then. Oh, this one is volume. You gonna be loud or you gonna be tiny mouse? This one's accent. You're gonna sound like people that aren't normal. This one is topic. What do it? And this one is horny level. You gonna get your bits in order or you're gonna be horny?
Okay. So, is Emmy around? Emmy ran away. Does not want to be part of this segment.
She's in the bathroom.
Okay. Well, Yakov, I'll let you go first.
You get a little noise?
Sure, yeah. See how you do thinking on your feet.
Well,
I know you do the same show every day, so.
That's true. I'm not very good at improv. I think I'll start with volume.
And he's picking 3?
He's picking 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry to join late. I had
Accent?
to pee.
I'm very good at accents.
Okay, good.
maybe topic.
Okay.
So
let's see what you picked.
This is accent, Russian.
Yeah.
What? Volume, singing.
Singing volume.
And topic, America versus Russia.
All right, let's hear it then.
Well,
I think maybe you need something on the teleprompter.
I don't think so. Come to Branson in Missouri. You can call me on my dime. 1-800 What a Country. It's the Yakov ticket line. I'm a comic, came from Moscow. Being Russian's not a crime. Tell your mommy I'm no commie. See my show, it's really fine.
Just a commercial?
1-800 What a Country. Bring your kids, your dad and mom. All the details on my website, yakov.com.
All right, it's a proper improvisation right there.
That wasn't improv. It was on the teleprompter.
All right, just watch your attitude, son.
All right, well, I hope you're good at improv.
It's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Emmy
You have to pick
Blotnick,
three cards out of these 5 buckets.
Okay. Well, we're going to do horny level.
Cool.
Should I tell you what they are?
Sure, yeah.
Jamaican?
I would say that belongs in the accent
Jamaican?
bucket.
Jamaican horny.
All right, I like Jamaican me. I get it. Jamaican me horny.
Yeah.
It's still.
All right. Save it for the performance. All right.
It does say Jamaican. Okay.
That was the worst thing that went wrong tonight.
Okay, the topic, we got Storks the movie.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
All right. And then we pick a third one, volume. Let's do volume. About to finish.
Okay, I think that belonged in the horny level.
Oh, I see.
Jamaican horny stalks the movie about to finish.
Okay, wait.
All your bits in order.
So it's Jamaican Storks the movie about to finish. Okay. Did you see the Storks movie, man? No.
Okay.
Look, as a person
It's
who's
ironic.
thank you.
Mr. Jokes, why
I've
don't you get
never
out
had
here
an
and pepper
orgasm.
the
Okay,
buckets?
thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay.
None
ought to
of
be
them are
good.
labeled right,
Oh,
so
yeah,
good luck.
I think I have to yell. Oh, no, I got it. Okay. What do you think, folks? Why don't we do a little Palinko, huh? What do you think? This one?
All right, all right.
Okay. Let's go with accent. All right. Screaming.
Yeah, that's about
That's
right.
a change. What else? Someone yell it out.
Dude, horny.
Horny. Borat. There we go.
Screaming horny Borat.
And then, wait, it says topic Steve Mr. Jokes.
All right, let's hear the riff.
Oh! I asked my boss for a reference.
All right, I'll just go.
He said, my wife. My wife.
His bits are in order.
Oh, come on.
All right.
I'll pick 2017. I'll pick this. They're all wrong. So I've got whispering.
Okay.
I've got trick shots. And I've got turned on. So I have to say something funny about trick shots while whispering and being turned on.
You're the comedian.
All right. So, like, I was moving into my house, and I was actually carrying in a mattress, and a woman held open the door for me, and she said, I can trust you because a rapist wouldn't be dressed the way you are. And then I said, you'd be surprised.
Oi, joke thief. Who's a joke thief? You stole that joke from a comic named Robbie Ronnie. You done did it. You can't do that.
I wasn't a joke.
Your bits are completely out of order. You can't steal jokes, sir.
I'm not a joke thief.
You are condemned, sir. You must quit comedy.
Whoa, okay. On what authority? You're an actor.
I'm a magistrate, okay? I'm a magistrate from the UK Comedy Council, all right? Comic
under
Relief.
Whose?
Under Master Billy Crystal from Comic Relief, Red Nose Day, all right?
All right.
You have to quit comedy. Everybody turn your back on this man. Turn your back on this man.
I'm not leaving.
You're condemned, sir.
I'm not leaving.
You're condemned, sir. Get him out of here.
Hey, buddy. Time to hit the road.
This is... No, I need this.
Come on, buddy.
We don't tolerate joke thievery around here. We're okay with ironic racism, but joke thievery, absolutely not. We're getting another set from the band, eh?
Akiva stole his jokes through his whole career, and now a stolen joke has stolen Akiva's whole career.
Try it again.
I gotta roll it again. I just gotta have it in.
Maybe let the band play the song.
Serafinowicz.